Hello everyone and welcome back to Blender Car Modeling. This is versus 53 and we are going to be modeling the Toyota Supra Mark IV. So alright guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be making a few parts for the wheels that are going to be its details. Alright, and the details are going to be the brake disc, the caliper and the hub, and also parts of the suspension. Alright, and then let's make this and complete our car model finally. So first what you want to do is go to your rim here, go all the way back. You're just going to come around here. Okay. And now what we're going to do is just select this one, press Alt Z here, select that one, loop tools, and make that a circle. Alright. And once that's a circle, I'm just going to press Shift S and move cursor to selected. So that's going to be right in the center here. Okay. And now what you can do is just press Shift D and P and separate the selection there. And for our blueprints, just enable our blueprints here, hide all of the others here except the new one that we're going to be putting here. So just hide everything here, hide the entire collection. Just go ahead to our side view, press Shift A, go in and add a reference image here. From references, wheels and brake and disc caliper, just go ahead and add them and minimize that with S. Just till about our caliper is going to be touching this. So now that you're done with this, we're going to be making this front, and we'll also be changing the opacity here to 0.4, right? 0.4, not 4. Yeah, like that. And then I just move this out of the way. Something like this. Come back here. Now I'm just going to be deselecting this option so we don't move this accidentally. Okay. And then I come around the back here, select a circle here. Okay. Let's come to a circle here. A. Just come here, E and S, and just make this a little bigger. Delete all the vertices here. Okay. Shift D, this one. All you got to do is just, yeah, all you got to do is just select this one and delete all the faces here. And then select this one and just delete all the faces here again. All right. So we got this edge here. We go to 3, go to our side view again, right here. Now what you can do is first hide our rim here, hide the rest of these also. Okay, and now I'm just going to be scaling this in on the pivot point of our 3D cursor. Just scale this down too. And now what I'm going to be doing is just taking this one, this edge here, pressing E and X and just taking this back a little bit. And then we go back to 3 here. We press E and S, take this further out, right up till there. Okay, and then E and S again, take this right up till there. And then we give this a slight curve with G and X. Take this inside like that. Okay. And now all we're going to do is select this one right here. 3. So just come out here. Select all the center ones here. Just go ahead and delete these. Also delete these. Just gonna enable Alt Z here. And then select this bit here. Take it on the Y axis out just by a bit. This one too. And then go in and add a modifier here for mirror. and then just keep the selected and just join it in with clipping here too. Just join it in. Now look at that. We're going to be adding a few bevels here. Go in and add on a few edge loops here, and another one right in the center, and a few here too. Make this one sharper too, and this one too. What we can do is just select this one, press F for this entire face, and then inset it by just a little bit, and deselect this boundary selection. So it's going to be touching it here. Come back here, select this one, press F, and we can do the same thing here again. Inset this just by a bit. Come to our 3 here. Now we just got to be selecting all of these. Okay. Change the pivot point to 3D cursor, ENS, and then just take this all the way up and scale it on the y-axis. Okay. We just got to be scaling this. Let's scale this later because we'll be scaling all of the others also together. Now I'm going to be selecting all 5 of these actually. Okay. And then let's press ENS and take this outside up till there. Now we select these 5, ENS, unselect those, and then ENS, take those out. Now select these, and then ENS and take them outside too. This one too. And these 3 now. Okay. So once you've taken these, alright, now what we got to do is just select the top one and the bottom one. Change the pivot point to bounding box. Now what we can do is just press S and Y and just take these inside by a little bit till there. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Now that works fine. And then just select all of these together. Okay, and now we're just going to be pressing S. Before that, change this to individual origins. And then just press S and scale these down. And then we select all of these. Okay, just select all of them again. Change this to 3D cursor. And then just press S and pull them up. Okay, and then change it to individual origins. And then press S again. And just take these inside a little more. Right, till you get something like that. Just press A, M and merge by distance. And a few of these I'm just going to be fixing like that. Alt Z, change this. Take this out by a little bit. Then join. Yeah, so that one's joined. Just take that a bit out. Okay. and there. So we've got that. Now we just go in and add a few loops here to make it beveled. And maybe a few loops here as well. So just come around here, select this, add in the loop. Okay, we need the sharp. So just do the same thing around here and around here. There you go. So you've got this nice and beveled. All right, getting that edge in. And now what you can do here is just come around here, take it into local view here, come to the center, select all of these. All right, all of these vertices right here. Just come on here and select it. Then I'm just going to press Control and deselect these ones that have been selected from the edge here. Okay, all I need is, yeah, those ones right on the top. And now I just take one of these as an active element, change this and press S, X and 0 and take those further out. Go back to 1, select all of these. Okay, once you select all of these, just come here and make that bounding box, press S, X and 0. And then I'm going to be moving this in to make this a little thinner. All right, something like that. Come to 3, go back to normal view, and we're going to be adding lug nuts here as well for the details. Okay, they're not going to be seen as much, so all you're going to do is just press Shift A, mesh, bolt, just make sure it's an Allen bolt, and a hex, and just press enter. Right click here, select a bolt. I'm just going to be tapping into a bolt. Select all of these vertices. I'm just going to press Control plus and plus to select all of these right down till there. X and delete all the vertices. Press F and close this shape up. So a few of them might not be deleted here. Let's take this entire thing out of our hub and then zoom into this, tab into it, and just make sure that all of those vertices are gone. Okay, just like that. Then select that, we press F, close that up. Okay, then we rotate it on the Y axis 90 degrees. I'm doing that. Go to 3, just come around here, G and Z, and I'm just going to be taking this here. And it's the exact size that we need. Now all I got to do is tab in here, Alt E, and spin it. Use duplicates. And then just reduce the number of duplicates to 10. And then just click somewhere here, A, M, and merge by distance. Remove all the extra vertices. Then tab out here. Then just take all of these in, just till it's sitting on top right here. Okay, just till they're sitting on top like that. Now what I'm going to do is just open up the wheels collection here, and unhide just the rim here. All right, not the logo but the rim. Yeah, there we go. So this rim is 001. Let's just make this only rim, and this one is going to be renamed to the hub. Okay, that's it. Have a look here at the hub for a second. And what we can do here for our hub's lug nuts to be seen is just come around here and have a look at this insanely detailed hub. Okay, once you're done with this, we'll get started on our calipers. So before that, just come on here and just apply our mirror modifier here. Okay, keep the subdivision as it is, not an issue for now. And what we're going to be doing is making our brake discs from the space that we have left here. Between these two parts, we're going to be making those. So I'm just going to be tabbing in here, taking in this one, the very outside one, and this one, all right. So we'll take two of these, just press Shift D, P, and separate the selection. Now just press here, tab in. Let's hide the rim again, right? Now we can just go back to our hub right here, tab in here, just select one of these, press Shift S and move cursor to selected. We don't need this one, so I'm just going to be deleting. Just move it to a separate collection for now, and we'll deal with that later. Okay. Now all we got to do is just use this, but this is not going to be equally separated. Just go in ahead, go to your side view, and we're going to be adding in a new circle here with Shift A. All right. Yeah, so what you can do is just select our circle here, RY90, and then just scale it down right up till there. I'm gonna take one more circle here, align this to my view, and just make this 8 vertices, alright? Okay, and then just scale this down even more. Move this here, scale it down, and then move this again right till it's overlapping this point here, alright? Make sure the pivot point is bounding box center here first. Then what we do is just press Shift D and just duplicate these, alright? Right till there. Then we select all of these. Just press E and S. Okay, before pressing E and S, just change this to individual origins and E and S, and then we can just take this further down to 0.79. Just scale that down. And then we can just go ahead and take this inside with G and X just by 0.00069. Okay, just make sure you do that, and then we extrude this on the x-axis, okay, by minus 0.007. Just leave that there. Okay, and then we just extrude it back up again. Let me just angle it in this way. Then let's extrude it up till around 1.2725. Okay, just take it up till there. And all of these, okay, all of these need to be vertex points. So just select all of these, press N, item, and just mean vertex crease should be one here. Mean crease, just make that one, make this one 0. Okay, something like this. And now I'm just going to be tabbing into this, selecting all of these points, deselect this one, 3, go to our normal blueprints here, Alt T, spin, use duplicates, and make this around 16 duplicates. All right, and just enter. And once you're done with that, just press A, M, and merge by distance. That's going to remove your extra vertices around here. Now all you got to do is just Shift D and scale this up. Okay, once you're done scaling this, all we got to do is select the edge ones here. So just go to the side view like this, go to our front view, select this, and then press Ctrl and numpad plus to select these ones also. Okay. So what you can do here, if you do not have the numpad, just go to select and more or less and more. Okay. So just hide these for now. Okay, I don't want this to be hidden here. Just press Alt H for a second. Yeah. Okay, so we have a little bit of an issue here. So what we can do is just delete all of these, the very edge here. Just delete through all of them, because one of them might have gotten just deleted. So we can just make them up again. So this is the original one. Just deselect that, reselect this. I'm just going to be deleting this here. Now let's go back to our normal view. Check if there's anything wrong here. Okay, nothing wrong here. So just select this, go to our side view, Alt E, just spin this around and use duplicates. Okay, that's working well. And we have our vertices here. Just take this one first and just press merge by distance. That's going to remove the extra vertices from here. And let's check if it does the same here. Okay, nothing to remove here. Nothing to remove at all. Okay, that's it. And now we go to our local view. We do the same selection process again. Just press Ctrl plus or the other option as I'd shown you before, A and Alt F. So this is what you can do. And now I'm just going to press Alt H to unhide these. We can either select these or this one. And then just tab in here, go back here. I'm just going to be extruding this on the x-axis here. Keep that there. Change the pivot point to active element. Just select one of these and SX and 0. Alright, once you're done with that, go ahead and select the entire loop here. Okay. Just select the entire loop here. Press Ctrl and plus. So that's going to select all of the things here except just deselect this loop and this loop. Okay. And press H to hide all of that. And now what we do is the same process, A and Alt F. So that's going to be filling everything here. And just press Alt H to unhide that. Tab out. Before shading this anything, just make sure you add in a few loops here. Just go in and add 2 loops here. And now I'm just going to press Alt Z. Take one of these loops to the very edge here. And another one to the very edge here. And add another loop right down the center. Okay. That's it. Alright. And we just go back to our normal view. Tab out, check this. We also add a few loops here. Go ahead and add 3 loops here. Alt Z. Just select one of these loops. G twice. And just take that loop inside. And the edge one here too. something like that. Just shade this auto smooth now. So that's automatically going to be picking out the vertices here. Okay, just tab in A Shift N. That's going to recalculate our normals here. So that's looking good. And now what I'm going to do is just make sure that this is aligned with this. Okay. So before that, let's just come here, take this into local view. And I don't like this incline that we have got going here. All right. So I'm just going to be going in a view like this, selecting everything here. Enable Alt Z, all right, to select everything through and through. Select all of these and select this one. Select that one last. Or you can just go ahead and select our center vertex right here. Okay, just select that. Keep it on active element and just press SX and 0 to make this a little thicker. Go back here. We select this entire bit and move it a bit forward to make this thinner. Let's just delete this vertex, this edge right here, and the edge on the back. Don't really need that edge here. What you can do is just take all of these vertices, press F and join that, and then just press F further. So we don't need this vertex. X and delete the edge right there. And then we select this entire loop and just press F. Okay, that's gonna do. Okay, and this one we do the same process again. Just press F, and that is okay now. Go back from our local view, and now we select our plate right here. Select the plate and the hubcap. Come around here, and then we just slide the disc back right up till there. Okay, now Shift D and X and just move another one of these discs right here. Okay, right about there. Go to your front view. Make sure these don't overlap exactly, but they're almost touching. Okay, so the brake discs and the hub are going to be looking like this. Let's go back to our normal view. Go back here. Now for our lug nuts, what we can do is just go ahead and add a few bolts here. So what I'm going to be doing is just taking this circle right here. Let's just take this one, the inside one here. Shift S and move cursor to selected. Okay. Tab out. And now just go to Shift A, mesh, bolt. Just make sure this model is bolt and bit type is Allen. And then just click here. The bolt is added here. Okay, so we already have made the bolts here. So what we can do is just take this bolt a little bit further outside. Yeah, something like this. Let's take them further out, right up till there. And you can shade this auto smooth too, or just shade this smooth. Just tab in here. Yeah, shading them smooth is not going to be working here. Just go ahead and shade them auto smooth. Okay, that'll work for you. And now I'm just going to be unhiding the rim here and all of its parts. Have a look at that. So that is going to be our hub and our disk. So for our hub and disk, what I'm going to do is select all of that, angle the view in a way like this, and just slide that back by a little bit. Take these bolts, slide those back too. And then take this, select all of these vertices, move those forward just enough to intersect this point. All right. we need a little bit of space here for our caliper. Okay, so I'm just going to be making this like this, and we have our brake discs and hub ready, and we can move on to the caliper next. Yeah guys, so for our caliper I've just gone ahead and hidden all the other vertices here. So what I'm going to be doing here for the vertices is just, let's just shift this to pivot 3D cursor first, shift A, and let's add in a plane, tab in and just M and merge at center, and then just press G and Y and move this around till here. Okay, and now once you've moved this, I'm just going to press shift D and Y and just move this point also right till here. Just make sure that our mirror is exactly perfect up and down both ways. All right, and now what we're going to do is just extrude this all the way up. So I'm just going to be extruding both of these together right up till this point. Okay, and now you can just separate them with G and Y, and we can just make these later. Okay, so now what you got to do is just take this one up. I'm just going to be adding minimum vertices here, make equal partitions here up till there. I'm just going to be curving this all the way to this edge, and then we take an edge here up till here, and then do the same process again and up till there, and then you can just go ahead and press F and join these two. Now for this, let's just go ahead and add three loops here, three cuts here too, and now let's just press G and Y, take these back and align these, same here, and this one by a little bit only. Alright, and here just go ahead and add three vertices here. Alright, I'm just adding the minimum number of vertices that we're going to be needing for now. Alright, and now what we can do is just add in a mirror modifier here. So generate, go to mirror, and then just uncheck the X here and check the Y box here and enable the clipping here. So our points here are not going to be sliding up and down, they're going to be staying fixed. Alright, so just make sure you get this figure and this mirror right. Okay, so now all we got to do is just face this bit up. Alright, just press F throughout. Okay, and here I think we've just got to add another loop here. Okay, so I'm just going to be adding a loop here. Keep that in the center. And now I just got to be extruding this. Something like that. F here. And what you can do is just take all of these. Make sure all of these are spaced out pretty well. So just use our loop tools option here. Okay, and after you use the loop tools, just select all of these and press Alt F to fill this. Okay, and what you can do to simplify this is just go ahead and select all four of these, press F. Now we select all four of these. Okay, these four, and we press F, and then we just go ahead and press F here again to simplify this, or you can just go ahead here, make this symmetric, join this like that. Okay, and now I'm just going to be taking a few loops down, and then just go ahead and join these loops. Okay, make sure this is parallel now. With a B, I'm just going to be sliding this a little up, and then just take all of these, press F and F and F. Alright, let's take this one down and then add another one here. Let's add, instead of one, let's add two here, and let's see where that takes us from here. Just press F again, F again. Okay. Okay, and now I'm just going to be extending this loop with a knife tool here. Just press K for the knife tool, cut it around here, extend it all the way there. Just enter. Okay. And then what we can do is just extend this right up till the top here. Okay. So I'm just going to be selecting. Let's just make these first. Make a triangle about there. Then I just select all four of these. We add another loop here. Select this, press F, select that, press F. Then we make a quad here and another triangle here. Alright. Let me just slide this down somewhere about there. And what you can do here is just go ahead and add a knife cut right up till there. Enter. And then press F here. Okay. And then what you can do is just go ahead and join these. And then make this a quad 2 with an F. Okay. And this one we can just keep it right there. That's not going to be interfering with the shape a lot. So I'm just going to be coming back here. All right, that's looking good. And I've decided to give the bend for our loop right here. So about here. Okay. So just select these two, S, Y, and 0. That'll be on the active element. Let's change it to active element and S, Z, 0. Okay. Once you're done with that, just make sure to have all of this geometry sorted out. Okay, now all we gotta do is just select all the vertices from the top here. Alright, so just select all of these. Okay, select this as the active element here. Okay, now I'm just gonna go to local view, go to your front view here. Alright, and now what you gotta do is just incline this. Alright, so we just press Control Shift Alt S and just type in 0.3. Alright, I can stop the local view now. And now we can manage our insetted look here for our caliper. Okay. So before we inset it, we got to make a hole here for our part here. Okay. So before I do that, all I got to do is just move this a little bit to the top, move these to the side just by a bit. Okay. Just going to be moving all of these inside too. Just move it on the y-axis here because we're going to be taking a boolean modifier here and cutting through our cylinder here. Okay. Okay, so now that we've made some space here, all I need is to put in a boolean modifier here. So what I'm going to do is just add in a boolean. So shift A, mesh, and just add in a cylinder. Okay, and just make that smaller, way smaller, and just increase it on the Z axis by a little bit. Then we come around here. So we have to move this on the Y axis and the Z axis here. Scale it down, move it up again and scale it down a little more. And then just take it inside by a bit. Okay, have a look there. And it has to be going inside through this point here. Okay. So a little bit further down. So little out right there. 3. And yeah, that's perfect. So that's gonna work for us. And we just need to put in a boolean modifier now. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look here. Let's just scale it down on the x-axis here so that it's not going outside. Scale it out a little bit And now scale it on the y-axis a little bit, make it a proper cylinder. Now I'm just going to be taking that further out. Yeah, somewhere like that. Now let's just put in a boolean modifier here for our cylinder. Okay. So now just select our caliper, add generate boolean. Just take the boolean up, select our object right there, and that's going to cut out a perfect hole for us. Just go ahead and apply it. Hide this object. Okay, we've got quite a few vertices to clean up here. Just come about here, and I'm just going to be clearing up a few of these vertices, as our sub D is going to be working on this and is going to be flattening this anyway. Okay. Make it something like this. Keep those. Okay, make it something like this. And now I'm just going to be adding a loop here. First hide this. We add a cut here. Drag it a little bit. And then select this one and this one. And then M and merge at last. Alt H to unhide. Okay. Now I'm also going to be merging this. So just use the knife tool here. And enter the knife tool here too. And just enter. And these ones we can just go on and skip. Okay. And we can just move these ones. Let's move these ones and outside, up top and outside. Let's move this one a little bit further in. Okay, that's it. And we got to have vertices here and here also. So I'm just going to be moving these a little to the bottom. Let's move these two. It's okay if you don't move this one, but let's go ahead and add another loop here. So just select both of these, change this to active element and make this as Z and 0. Just select all of these and just press J here. Now you can select this one and make this a 5-edge shape. That's okay. You can just keep this connected. That's not an issue. Not looking bad here. So just gonna come here. We're gonna be scaling everything to the top now. Okay. So let's just add a subdivision first. All right. And just disable it for a second. Take all of these here and take it till here. Now what you gotta be doing is just come on here to active element, make sure it's an active element. S Press E, S, Z and 0. Okay. And now what we do is scale these ones down too. So just select through this entire loop. Just gonna be merging this. Just click A, M and merge by distance. And then select these. Okay, just go ahead and select these. And what I'm gonna do is the same thing. First E, S, Z, and then we're gonna be taking it on the active element. So just make sure this one is the active element. So E, S, Z and 0. Okay, just make sure you reach here. Okay, just press A, M and merge by distance. So that's going to remove all the extra vertices. And I'm just going to be making a loop around this, an edge loop. Okay, so just use K. I'm just going to be taking vertices from here and just taking them all around a shape here. Enter here and add another one here. Okay, and add that there. And what we can do is just join three of these with a J. Okay, you can just go ahead and add another loop here and join these two with a J2. And for here, what you gotta do is just select this entire loop. That's going to be 14 edges, alright? So now just select any two and just press F throughout to face this entire thing up. And now what I'm gonna do is just select this entire loop. Okay, let's just select this entire loop. These ones too. Right click, loop tools, and make that a circle. Alright. Then I'm just going to be pressing the pivot point and changing that to individual to bounding box center. Let's make that bounding box center and rotate it just by a bit. Okay, do something like that. And I'm just going to be deleting this edge here. Okay, just going to be deleting this one also. And now I'll just join these as an F. And then join these and this for the last one. Okay, A shift N. Okay, it's looking okay now. And this one, I'm just going to be moving a little bit forward on our circle right up till there. Okay, that makes our platform for our brake caliper. Okay, it's going to be mirroring perfectly. Yeah, now I'm just going to be taking this a little bit further outside. So just select everything till here. Okay, select these ones too. Okay, and now what we can do is just take these a little outside, and I'm going to be adding a few more loops around here. Okay, or you can just go ahead and here I'm just going to be adding a knife cut here. Okay, and then just delete these edges here. Then join these edges here with another loop with an F here, and F here, F here too, and another loop here. Join them up and face this up last. Okay, so then all I'm going to do is select this entire loop, do the same thing here. Just select this E and F, take this up till here, select this and dissolve this as an edge loop, and just dissolve this part and join this again. Okay, now we can select this entire thing up till here, back down, and everything in the middle also, right? And then take it a little forward here. And now let's just give it a three-dimensionality. Just select the outside edges here, right? Just select all of those. And what we're going to be doing is just taking them inside. Let's just take this one, delete it as an edge loop first. Yeah, let's select all of these now. Make sure all of these are equally spaced here. And then select the entire thing up. Okay. And now what we're going to be doing is just taking this back on the x-axis, E and X. Okay. And just take that back. Take that back even further with G and X. And then all I'm going to do is just take an active point here, change it to active element, and then S, X, and 0. Okay. So that's going to be taking our vertices in around there. A and Shift N. What we can do is just delete this edge here. Let's deal with the flow. Just face this up for now. Okay. And it's a little bit weird here too. So just going to be adding a loop here. Just Control R and add that loop. Control X here. So I have to come back around here. Join these two first. Then select 4 of these. Press F. And then what we can do is just go ahead and delete all the faces here. Then delete this edge here. Okay. And we can also just go ahead and delete this loop here and join this one here. Okay. So delete this edge here too. Paste this up first. Let's drag this up. Select these two. And then just press F here. Shift N. And that's going to recalculate our normals here. Make it smoother. And we're going to be doing something similar here. So now just go ahead and delete this edge here. A and Shift N. That's going to make it smoother. Now just select these and join this one here. Okay. So it's extruded. Just going to be selecting all of these X and delete the faces. Go ahead and delete the faces. Delete this edge right here. Okay. And now what we do is just select these and Shift N. Alright. And what I'm going to do is just add a loop here and make this a little beveled. Right? Something like that. Take this further out. Okay. Just going to press Alt S for this entire loop. I'll just take this loop down like that. And we have a basic shape ready. So now what we can do is select this edge, slide this in a little bit further. Okay. So we needed something like this. Okay. Now to give this a better look, inclining the entire thing down, I'm just going to do one thing and Control X this. Let's just join these. Let's just take this one here and come to 3 here. Take a knife cut right through the center right there and another knife cut right through the center here. All right. And now what we can do is just select this entire loop and take this further out. Now we just select this one. Okay. This one too, we can just take this down, remove this vertex. Just join these, go to our side view, select this vertex, take this right in the center, enter. Okay. And now go to your side view, take a knife cut right from there, right to the middle and enter. And one from here, right down to the center and enter. And this one too. Okay. Just go ahead and do that. And the shape will come out looking a little better. Yeah. And what we can do is just have this edge a little lifted up. So for that, just select this entire edge. I'm just going to be adding it a bevel modifier here. Just go to item, mean bevel weight, make that 1. Okay, we don't need this edge and this edge to have bevel weight. So make this 0 and then only this one, 1, not this either. So just change this. We need only the loop and none of the center ones. Okay. And for the bevel modifier to work, what I'm going to do is just generate bevel and add the bevel after the sub D. Yeah. And change this limit method to weight and keep this to 0.02 and keep this to, let's keep this 3 segments. All right. Down there. Okay. That's good. Just keep that there. Just gonna press Shift Z for a wireframe view. Let's reduce this to 2. And I'm gonna increase this to 0.1 and have a look at the topology here. All right. Shift Z to come back. Yeah, and that's it. And we'll also be making a little bit further here to make these parts here. Okay, so let's get to that now. Okay, so now what you're going to do is just come here, select these vertices, not these. Just unselect all the way there. Unselect these also. Unselect these. All we need is this. And now all I'm going to do is just E and Y and just take this further out right up till that point. Just going to press Ctrl X here, throughout this edge. Just going to go to a local view now and check where this vertex is joining. Will be joining right up to the top. So just select these and delete the edges. Now I'm going to go to 3, back to 3. Take this further down. We can just select these, and press F here. Go back here and then have these aligned. Okay, we need something like this. Let's just align these. Okay, what I'm going to do is just take the bottom one right here. Make this the active selection. Select all the way to the top here. Make this the active selection. Make the pivot point selection and SY0. So it's automatically going to be snapping here. So we get that ridge here and add a loop here. Okay. To give it a good shape around there. And now I'm going to be taking this loop. Let's just come to our blueprints here. And we're going to be selecting our top loop here to the bottom loop here. Okay. Come back to 3. We extrude it on the y-axis. right till about there. And then I'm just going to be deleting a few of these. Let's delete this edge now. Okay, come back to 3. Come back around here. Get all of these in line. Okay, something like that. These are already in line. No need for that. Right. And then we can just take it to the top here. So just join this directly to the top with an F. And then add in for cuts. Just press G twice, slide them down, get them in level with the ones parallel to them. F there and F throughout there. Okay. And now I'm going to be taking this edge loop outside. So 3, E and Z. Okay. And then we just take these down and around. Just going to be taking this there. Let's move all of these with a G. And this one simply here. So this I just got to be spacing now equally. So just come around here, select all the vertices from here to the top and to the side, go to edit and space it out. Okay, you can do that. And now all we're going to do is just take the very edge of these vertices and then we're going to be extruding it. Let's take all of these two. Join this one here for the edge that we need. Then take all these vertices right up till this one right here. Now we go to this point and what we got to do now is just extrude this outside just on the x-axis by a little bit. And there you go. Have a look at that. Okay. 3. And the last part, I'm just going to be extruding this side to make it curved entirely. So come around here. Selected this vertex. So let's take the adjacent one here. Come around here. And this one. Let's come around here and select the adjacent one here. Okay. And then select everything in between. Right up to the top point again. Come around there, E and Y. Just take this forward like that. Now I'm just going to be sliding this back right into the shape. Okay. Just keep the points on the blueprints. Okay. Have a look there. And then we can make the final extrusion. Select all the outer edges. Let's just merge these at the center. Select all the outer edges there. and then just extrude this in by a little. Let's add an edger and an edger. Okay, give this the shape of the caliper now. All right, and that looks pretty good. Okay, come around here. So we can just pivot a little bit and not make this side, as it's gonna be looking pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is just apply the mirror modifier here. Okay, we can apply the mirror modifier here and then mirror it on the other axis. So now just select this one and we add another mirror modifier here, but it's not going to be centered here because our 3D cursor is here. So I'm just going to be unchecking this box for now. And now what we can do is just move the 3D cursor in between our two brake discs. So let's just enable the two brake discs and then select both of them, Shift S, and then cursor to selected. Okay, just move that. Okay, wait, I'm gonna have to move this here. All right, and what I can do is just mirror this one on the axis of the hub. So now let me check if I can mirror this. Okay, on the x-axis. That's still not gonna work here. Okay, so I'm just going to be tapping into both of these here, selecting this one and this one, Shift S, cursor to selected, and then that's going to be snapped right there in the center. Okay, now select this, and now let's try set origin and origin to 3D cursor, and then let's mirror it on the x-axis, and yeah, that's going to come out perfect. Now let's select both of these, go into a local view, go to the back view here, and now just select these and G and X. So G and X, just gonna deleting this, not deleting, but like unticking that, and then G and X, and take this further inside, right up to there. Now you can check this. Okay, generate, go again to mirror. Okay, set origin to 3D cursor, and that's gonna snap both our calipers right in place. So now what I'm gonna do is just enable the mirror here, come in here, just drag that mirror up first, and I'm going to be joining these, leaving just a little bit of space here because we're not going to be looking at that much of detail here. So first I'm just going to be applying the mirror here. So that's going to be making two different parts. Let's just keep these together in one file. Okay, and now what we can do is just join a few of these vertices together. So before the mirror, just go back until you reverse the mirror. All I'm going to do now is just select a few of these vertices right up till the top here, and then just press G and X, just mirror this, enable clipping first, and then try to do this. Okay, so we've enabled that. Now what I'm going to do is just take this one, E and X, and take this one right up till there. Let's take a loop right up till here with J, and then join these with an F and an F again. Okay, let's just delete this one now. Okay, that joins that, and we can make a loop here, making this sharper, and a loop here. Okay, now we do the same thing here. Just extrude this on the x-axis. We delete this one, and then just select this and press F, and that's automatically going to mirror that. All right, so I'm just going to be going to 3. This is a center loop here. Just select and delete all of these. Okay, and I'm also going to be mirroring on the Z axis here. So let's go ahead first. I'm just going to be Control Z here. Let's first set our origin to geometry, to this one. Okay, cancel this one. Let's do one more thing and add another one of this here. Before I do that, let's just keep this here, snapped here, and join these from the bottom, from this one, leaving ample of space right up till this one. Okay, so let's just press Control, take that all the way there, E and X, and then just take those in. All right, then go ahead and add a loop to make that a little sharper, and like that you can just go ahead and make your caliper. Okay, I'm going to be adding an extra part to the caliper. First, let's go ahead and add a solidify modifier to this also, and let's reduce this to 0.001. Okay, that's going to be giving it a solid edge here. Okay, good enough. And there. Okay, yeah, that's it. And what we can do is just add a few bolts here and mirror it the same way we've mirrored this. All right, so let's put this mirror into effect first. So this is going to be one entire component. I'm just going to be renaming this to caliper and enter. Okay, then we can just put in the bolts here. Okay, I'm just going to be shifting the cursor and origin to geometry. Let's get that origin here. Tab in A, Shift S, shift the cursor right in the center of our caliper here. So then we can mirror it on this axis and on this axis too. So now I'm just going to be coming out of the view here. Now let's press Shift A and then go ahead and add a mesh bolt. Same thing we've selected before. And I'm just going to be taking this option here, dragging that up. Let's take it out here, tab into it. Okay. Once you have tabbed into it, just go ahead and select this one, X and delete the vertices. Select this one, then X and delete them, and come back around here. Select the top one, delete the vertices. Just make sure none of them are joined. You're going to be selecting and deleting them. Now we can just select the lower half, X, and delete the vertices. And now select this entire thing with Alt and press F. Okay. And that's not a hex bolt. So, all right. So I'm just going to be deleting these. Let's add, we need a hex bolt here. So we need a hex bolt here. So just go on ahead, press Shift A, press Control A. Okay, so for the hex bolt now, just go in on add, and you can just add in the bolt here. Just make sure it has Allen here, and it's a bolt and it's a hex. Okay, and once you're done with that, just tab into it. I'm going to take it into local view, front, and select everything down from here, and enable Alt Z, select all of it, delete the vertices, and I'm just going to be selecting a few extra ones and deleting them too. Okay. Just select this, press F to face that up. We come back to our normal view, tab out. Now all I'm going to do is just take this and this into local view, make this a little bit bigger, drag this down right around this point, and then incline this by a bit, take this down and out and down and inside, scale it up. Okay, and just put this down like this. Okay, right till about there, and we just press Shift D here, move this to the top, R, Y, and 90, move this here, make it a little smaller. Let's take this here. Okay, and let's push this bolt in right here. Okay, right on top of our surface here. And now what I can do is just select these and generate and just add in a mirror here. Okay, and now set origin to geometry. Okay, now select this one and this one, Control J, just join these, and then make this 3D cursor, make the object here this one, the caliper, and it's going to be mirroring here and on the Z axis here, down here. Okay, so that's our bolts placed, and what you can do is just tab in. I'm going to be rotating this bolt on its individual origin, right, till something like that happens, and we have our bolts placed properly. Okay, just rename this one to caliper bolt. Okay, that's all we really need for this bolt. Now just going to go back to our normal view, and the last thing we'll be adding a pipe throughout the caliper here. Okay, so let's just start with a vertex here. So I'm just going to be taking this circle. We can just go ahead and take any circle on our bolt here. Shift D, P, separate the selection. Okay, hide this for a second. Take this caliper bolt, Just select this entire thing first. Okay, and now what we can do here is just extrude this up and to the center here. So just go to your side view, E and Z. Just take this up right till there. Okay, and now I'm just going to be taking it to the center here. So G and X. Just go on and add clipping in here. So G and X. But we're going to be rotating this. So RX. Let's make it RY90. And before that, just come around here. Let's just take this to local view. Go to the front view. And then go to the side view for a second. Select this one as the active element. Make this to active element. Then we go to 1. Okay. And all you got to do is just press E and R and then Y. Okay. And then E and R and Y again. Just take it up till there. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is just press G and X and take this forward. I'm going to be deleting this one. And now this one, just going to go to our normal blueprint view. Okay. And let's just take this forward on the Y axis. Right till about there. Okay. And let's take this one also there. Let's incline it a little. R to something like that. Then I'm just going to be clicking over here and then clicking over here. Control E, bridge edge loops. And what you can do is just adjust this. Just not this one, but number of cuts here to make it a smoother curve. All right. So you adjust that one. Zero 0.5. Okay. And just keep this 0.2. Just tab out. I'm going to shade this smooth. Tab back in. Select this entire geometry. Press E and X. Just join this in the center here. All right. And now what I'm going to do is just select this loop and this loop. Just press X and delete the vertices. And now we select this one and this one and just press Ctrl E and bridge edge loops. And we do the same thing here with number of cuts here. Okay. Add a few number of cuts. Just press enter here. Okay. There you go. Just unhide the caliper bolt now. And it is flowing through this. That is the perfect height. Okay. So yeah, guys, we're done with our caliper also. Just make sure to rename all these bolts and make them, just give them a proper name. I'm just going to be unhiding everything to just give you the proper look. Move this to the extras collection, the cylinder, and have a look at that. Our caliper and our disc is done now. So you can just go ahead and rename this to brake disc and caliper. All right. And then I'm just going to be moving this to the blueprints collection. Okay, just hide all the blueprints for now. We have no need for it anymore. Make sure all of this is just renamed to bolt rim. Then we have the brake disc, brake disc 1, brake disc 2. So let's just rename those. Right, rename the rest of it too. And all of this, including this. So this is going to be the caliper metal pipe. Okay, just move all of these that we just made to the left front collection right here. Okay, so just make sure you move all of that in, and we can just go ahead and check how much space we have left here. So we have quite a bit of space left here. So I'm just going to be coming here, editing our hub here, taking it to local view, and let's just take this and slide this inside. Okay, little outside, tab back out. Then we select everything that moves with our hub. Okay, all of this, and the brake caliper is intersecting here. So what you can do now is just move this entire geometry that you have that we just selected. Let's just press right click and set origin to geometry, and then let's just take this entire thing a bit back. And this one, what I'm going to do is just press X and delete the faces in the center and take all of these faces in again. Press F first and now inset them just by a little bit. I'm going to be coming to our side here, insert them here, right click, loop tools, circle. Okay, and then I'm just going to be extruding this one outside here. So now E and X, take this out just till it overlaps here, and then add an edge here, and we also add another edge right here, and Alt Z, just press Alt Z, and now another edge here, and make it smaller right about there till it meets our section here. Okay, till there. Okay, that's looking good. Now I'm just going to be hiding our 3D cursor for a second. And yeah, so that looks pretty good. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you all liked it. If you do have any suggestions, just put them down in the comment box. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.